subtle shift at the end of that last round. We don't know if it'll continue, but Ishida started to at least throw and land some power punches.
Fourth round scheduled for 12 in the junior middleweight division. Paul the Punisher Williams in red, Nobuhiro Ishida from Japan in aqua and black.
Mentioned Ishida coming to the United States to get better sparring. There are not a lot of good junior middleweights or fighters at that weight in Japan, and so it was essential to come to the U.S. at some point.
And it seems as if these two fighters are struggling to find a rhythm for themselves in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the first, the early couple rounds, there hadn't really been a whole lot of success for either one of the fighters. They're both trading equally right now. It looks like Paul is trying to step on that gas a little bit.
Williams is out-throwing him, and in this round has out-thrown him by a good margin, but only landed a couple more punches. That's also typical of Paul Williams. He throws over 80 punches around. Oh, good hook by Ishida.
Williams trying to come back. Another lead left hook by Ishida.
Ishida's getting close to really landing something significant here. Once a fighter has been knocked out like Paul Williams has, he's always susceptible to that big punch.
Does he think about it, in your opinion?
I mean, I think I can't relate to it, but I feel that it stays in the back of your mind. It has to. It's a fear that, it's always right around the corner.
You've never had that. I mean, it's interesting.
We're knocking on wood.
Yeah, I'm not saying it to puff you up. You've never had that experience. It's interesting. And Ishida this round, I think, has, just as he did at the end of that last round, is starting to, I think, create a niche in this fight for himself. He's taking advantage of Williams when he lunges. Look at that lunging. He didn't do it that time, but a couple times he has.
Yeah, Williams is going to have to tighten his game up. Use those punches short. Do the short punching inside. And you'll be surprised how much power you can generate just by turning those punches over.
Very close round. There's that counter right by Ishida.
Stop. I got you. Paul, don't do that. I got you. Come on. Come on.
Now Williams straight left hand backs up Ishida as he rolls off the ropes. 10 seconds to go.
Stop.
Now earlier tonight on Showtime Extreme, very good night of fighting, and it started with Malik Scott returning to the ring after a 3-year absence. He controlled this heavyweight bout with Kendrick Releford, who took the fight on 1 week's notice and won a lopsided unanimous decision to remain undefeated at 33-0. And then the big fight of the night, Chris ARREOLA, the #1 American heavyweight in the world, unleashed a big right hand to knock out MOLINA 230 into the first round. Now he will be punching his ticket into the conversation for a heavyweight title shot. And then there's Alfonso Lopez, who touched the canvas for the first time in his career as Justin Williams scored the upset, an emotional unanimous decision for Justin Williams.
Great thing about all that action is it's going to continue. Barry Tompkins, Steve Farmer calling the action on Show Extreme on all our championship, Showtime Championship boxing shows, so you'll get to enjoy that kind of action every time on it.
Start of the 5th round. Paul Williams and Nobuhiro Ishida, junior middleweights. That's 154 pounds in the ring. Now Williams putting his punches together. Nice combination as he steps off the line. Williams finding his rhythm. Up jab getting through twice.
And outside of that little success that Ishida has found in a couple rounds before. You know, I have to say Paul is really dictating and taking control of this fight.
Chuck Giampa, longtime boxing judge. How do you have this fight scored here in the 5th round?
I have the shutout for Paul Williams. Main criterion judging is effective aggression, and that's what he's showing. The last round, Ishida looked good. It was his best round, but it was not enough, in my estimation, to win the round.
Thank you very much, Chuck. 1:48 to go in the 5th, and all the questions surrounding Paul Williams. And as we mentioned during our pre-fight show, you wonder if these questions are valid for a fighter that's fought 42 times and won 40 fights. But like Tommy Hearns, when he was knocked out in 1985 by Marvin Hagler, there were questions surrounding the Motor City Cobra. Where would he go from there? And I think that's what Williams is facing here.
Yeah, to some degree that's true. And you know, the Lara fight is what I think more than anything puts some doubt in people's minds, because he looked not as sharp as he has been tonight. He's looked sharper.
Now some heavy punches by Williams, sitting down on the punches. Uppercut to the solar plexus. Straight left hand getting in again. And this is why fans, since his career, have loved to watch Paul Williams get in there and bang, because he does.
I'll tell you what, the comparison to Tommy Hearns was right on. But one thing about Tommy Hearns, he had a devastating right hand. And it was either, I'm going to get you first or you're going to get me first. And that's what made Tommy Hearns so great. He was able to come back from being stretched by Marvin Hagler and win titles in different weight classes. So he was able to come back. The book is still out on Paul Williams.
And as you point out, Tommy Hearns had other dimensions that Paul Williams doesn't have. What's happening here is Paul Williams is doing what Paul Williams does. He is winning these rounds with volume, and that's the way he's been. And you made the point, Gus. He's an entertaining fighter to watch. There's always drama. His last 4 fights, you know, got knocked out. Won a very exciting fight against Sergio Martinez. Crazy fight with Cintron that ended in a weird way. And then the disputed decision with Laura. Always some drama. And there's drama tonight in what he's doing.
Have you fought at the name? And for Paul?
Maya Ishida, the wife of Nobuhiro. They have 2 children, a boy and a girl. And the girlfriend, SHUCINDA Robinson of Paul Williams. They have 3 children, as well as an adopted boy by the name of Chance.
I'm good. Understand? I'm good. Combination. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Boom, boom.
Well, there have been moments of good exchanges between these 2 fighters, though Williams has, for the most part, controlled most of the action. Ishida will get in his share. That was a little south of the border, no matter what where the trunks were by Ishida, and they were both wailing away against each other.
I think the most significant punch in that exchange was that right hand to the body by Paul Williams. You don't get to see a lot of that, but he's using it effectively.
6 rounds scheduled for 12 in the junior middleweight division, 154 pounds. Nobuhiro Ishida from Osaka, Japan, is in the aqua and black. Paul Williams from Aiken, South Carolina, now lives in Augusta, not far away, in the red and white.
Paul Williams told us that he really believes that he needed to get control of this fight early, and he did do that. So he accomplished one of his major goals, and he's kept control of it.
Ishida's going to have to do some things differently. It seems like he's not making Paul Williams think about anything. Paul Williams is going through his pace at this fight. Ishida's going to have to do something to change this pace of the fight and turn this fight around.
Yeah, you're right, Antonio. And part of that, he's just going to have to find that some counter-punching mode to take advantage of Williams when he does make those little faux pas. Hasn't been able to.
Paul, let him go. Right here.
And Paul Williams, I think, you know, I mentioned less is more. Guess what? He hasn't thrown quite as many punches as he normally does. He's been a little more judicious about what he throws, and that means he's leaving himself less open.
He's been controlled, you know, surprisingly.
Yes.
So, you know, whether he's admits that they're working on the things. I think he's worked on his control, his timing and pace of the fight. He's picking it up when he wants to pick it up rather than just going all out.
Very good point. And on the inside, you see, Gus made the point. He's a big, tall fighter who not only likes to fight on the inside, knows how to fight on the inside. He's doing a very good job of it right now. So this is the kind of performance he would have wanted tonight so far.
Let him go. Let him go.
And you just love what John Shortley has been doing in this fight as the referee, really letting both fighters work it hard inside. Nice shoe shine by Williams as he laid hard on that right hook. Now a triple right uppercut. Paul Williams leaning over, but he's in complete rhythm now with Ishida.
There's just no deception to what Ishida is trying to do. He has to camouflage some of these big punches. He has to start setting traps, and maybe Paul Williams can walk into one.
That's really a good point. He's been predictable.
Williams digging that right hand to the body. Nice upper body movement. Ishida catches him with a straight right hand. Another right hand by Ishida, and that's the end of the round. Very entertaining and active round for both fighters. Now, mixed martial arts is back Saturday, March 3rd at 10 p.m. Headlined by the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight Championship. Miesha Tate defends her title against Ronda Rousey.
That's going to